We are wondering what you guys are up to for Thanksgiving. We're doing a Q&A for you all for the new NCLEX coming up, as well as announcing our really exciting announcement. We have the biggest sale of the year, which just launched yesterday. And so if you guys are thinking about getting a Simple Nursing membership, we just want to let you know that the Black Friday sale actually started yesterday. Not even on a Friday. We can call it a Black Tuesday sale now. So just wanted to let you guys know the exciting announcements and let you know that we are having the biggest sale of the entire year. So we do other sales throughout the year, whether it's back to school, even Labor Day sales and a flash sales, but this one is the biggest of the year. You can get up to 45% off. So if you guys have watched our YouTube videos, you probably are familiar with our med-surg stuff, our pharmacology stuff, but just to let you guys know, we have over 80% of our content is not on YouTube right now. So we literally have an entire fundamentals course that's not on YouTube, maternity videos, 200 of them, and I think only 3 of them are live on YouTube right now. We have an entire pathophysiology course not on YouTube, even a health assessment course that is coming out. And I think I mentioned fundamentals as well. And if you guys are studying for your NCLEX right now, we do have an updated question bank, our 2.0 version, that is always amazing on Simplenursing/NCLEX. So, oh man, if you just started OB, Gustav, then for sure, we literally have about 200 videos that are not on YouTube for OB, or basically maternity, mother, baby. And if you guys didn't know this, we also have like 850 study guides, just like Etsy, that you guys probably know, like, and trust from Etsy, but they're basically our own. It's a carbon copy of our videos in a study guide book, or not a book, but a downloadable version of that video, which is great. I love the chest tubes one, even the ABGs. We have practice questions for those, and that one's always a fun one. So if you guys have ever signed up for a free trial, we have sent an email blast out for you guys for the biggest sale of the year going on right now through, I believe the sale ends, let me just check it out. It ends on Tuesday at midnight Eastern Standard Time. So if you guys are on the fence or not really sure what Simple Nursing had to offer, I'll just let you guys know. There's 1,000 videos not on YouTube, including maternity, fundamentals, health assessment. Majority of our med-surg videos are not even on YouTube. Neither is the pathophysiology course, and none of our study guides are on YouTube, obviously. And so this is the time for you guys. I just wanted to be on here and tell you guys what was going on and give you guys just an update of our sale in the pipeline. So let's start some Q&As if you guys had any questions. Let's see here. I'm using Simple Nursing to study for the NCLEX, and it is bomb. Thank you, Nurse Mike. Oh, thanks, Sunshine. I appreciate that. I like the name too. Raphael TV has a question mark. Okay. There was a message retracted by Maureen. Oh my goodness. Where can you guys order from? If you guys go to simplenursing.com right now, you'll see a really big sales announcement at the top of our page, and I'll put it in here in the chat. And let me just make sure that we are good to go. But yeah, if you guys go to simplenursing.com right now, you guys can get up to 45% off, which honestly is our biggest sale of the year. And that's why I'm on here and telling you guys about this. That's all. Really good question, Lean. Where do you start with studying for the NCLEX? You graduate in December. I see that a lot. Before we get to that question, Christina had a good question. Where can I get your study guides? So you guys can go on our website right now. If you join, even if you join the free trial, you'll see that we have thousands of videos that are not on YouTube and 850 study guides you can download directly from the membership site. You just need to be a member and log in. And we also have an entire quiz bank with a few thousand questions so you can practice before your actual exams in nursing school. Now, if you guys are preparing for the NCLEX, like I believe Lean Rod is saying right here, he graduates in December, and it's pretty scary, right? So I have an entire NCLEX study guide for you and really how to set up your study calendar. And right now it's on YouTube. If you just search how to study for the NCLEX with no time, then you'll find it. And we break everything down. I can break it down in further detail for you guys, but there's a very specific rule that you should follow. And what it's called the 660 rule. So if you guys are studying or preparing for your NCLEX, it's really good. So we call it I just call it 660. And let me explain. I'm going to write some stuff down for you guys. So you should be, if you're studying for the NCLEX right now, you should be knowing that you're going to pass the NCLEX with this rule. And hopefully it's not backwards. But it's 60% or higher on your tests that you're taking, your practice exams. You should be taking 60 questions or more, 60 to 100 a day. And you should try to at least prepare for about 6 weeks. Now, the goal number you're trying to hit is about 1,200 or more questions. That's what we always recommend. So if it is your time to study for the NCLEX, I'd recommend just watching that video. You can get our free NCLEX study guide that actually breaks down how you're supposed to study in 3 steps. And trust me, after doing this for nearly 10 years, we have handcrafted the entire process. We've literally looked at every single thing that the other players in the game are doing, and we made the study guide specifically for you guys. And you guys can get it for free. And it's at our website, but also the study plan is in video version on YouTube right now. So, dude, so many times I'm like, people are asking me like, how do I study for this new NCLEX? So to give you guys some context on the new NCLEX coming up, there's only 5% of the NCLEX that is actually changing. And this happens all the time. But real quick, hold on. Christina, the website is simplenursing.com. It's so funny. Everyone's like, Simple Nursing, what is your website? It's simplenursing.com. So that's okay. Yeah, we also have an app as well, but you have to, it's kind of like the other apps, right? You have to join the membership site and then you can activate it after you get the app, if that makes sense. So you have to just join the web browser first. Good question over here, Corey. What's the difference between our content and ATI? We actually include ATI questions within our content. So a lot of people are just saying like, hey, these videos are cool, but how do I use it, right? So we designed the videos to decrease your study time by 60%. So if you just simply watch our videos before you study, you can decrease your study time by up to 60%. And the reason for this is because whether you're using HESI, whether you're using ATI, Saunders, Kaplan, Proctor, we've dissected all of their questions in their question bank and infused that into the videos. So for example, if you're studying for cardiac enzymes for your NCLEX, right? We literally tore apart all the question banks at around 10,000 questions to see exactly what cardiac enzymes are asked by all these big textbooks. And the number one cardiac enzyme that came up was troponin. So that's why if you see our videos, we're actually referencing the questions that these question banks are asking. So if you're literally just watching our videos, you can pass your exit exams because we show you what ATI is going to ask. We show you what Kaplan's going to ask, as well as what HESI is going to ask. And we match that with a visual aid and a memory trick. So what we did was we put troponin is T for trauma in the heart. They didn't even ask about CPK, myoglobin, any of the other cardiac markers. So this is why we're educating our students here. Most students come to me and they're like, Mike, I use your videos right before my test. And I'm like, that's okay. But if you actually watch it before you study and before you go to class, you can actually cut your study time by 60%. And that's why I'm on here letting you guys know that there's 1,000 videos not on YouTube. And the majority of our content, some of our best content, is going on sale right now, the biggest sale of the year. So thank you guys so much. Hey, Milan or Miss London, I watched your videos before my NCLEX and passed for the first time. Fantastic. Do you attend an NCLEX review? I think that question was for the other person. Let's see. Yeah. So Tanzi, we are actually including the new generation NCLEX questions. We are updating those right now. But again, if you guys are taking the NCLEX in the new generation, you just have to know that the new NCLEX is only updating 5%. The biggest, scariest part about this new NCLEX is the select all that apply questions. If you guys didn't know, every 2 years, the NCLEX updates 5%. And one of the biggest scary factors is like people are like, I don't know what to do. When I graduated nursing school, the big NCLEX change for us was 70 to 80% select all that apply. Now they brought that down a little bit. I think it's somewhere in the ballpark of 40 to 50% now. But really, one of the biggest things on the new NCLEX is the select all that apply. They'll give you partial credit for questions that you answer or options that you choose correct. And there's also a select none that apply that's coming, which kind of stings. But really the biggest thing is if you guys know the key terms and the key words that are going to be on the NCLEX, which we dissected all the quiz banks to put them in the videos. So you can literally hit two birds with one stone. If you just watch the videos, you know exactly where the questions are coming from the big question banks. So we actually include the NCLEX Saunders review into our videos, and that's where we get our information from. So we're really only teaching you the things that you need and the things that are going to be on the NCLEX with the memory trick and with the visual aid. And so that's why I'm on here just telling you guys and educating you of what we do and why we do it, and really kind of like the evidence-based approach that we're doing. So let's see here. I didn't do, okay, there we go. Is there an NCLEX review on sale? I believe it is. If you guys have any trouble, you guys can go on help@simplenursing.com, which I can put it over here. If you guys have any questions at all, this is one of our busiest times of the year because we love to help you guys out and, you know, just announce when a sale, like our biggest sale is happening. So it started, so it started yesterday and it lasts till Tuesday at midnight Eastern Standard Time. So Milwan, London, you had 41 select all that apply questions on your NCLEX, and you had 112 questions total. So that's pretty close. That's about 40% select all that apply. Yeah, so that's pretty right. Your select all that apply is up there. If you guys just know the memory tricks though, and how to keep a client safe, it comes up time and time again on how to pass the NCLEX, because there's only so many things. Everyone always gets freaked out about the new NCLEX, right? There's only so many ways that you can have a sign and symptom of Cushing's disease or Addison's disease or SIDH or DI, right? So if you don't know the basics, then you are going to fail the NCLEX. I mean, you have to know, like, cirrhosis of the liver does not change. So when everyone's scared of the new NCLEX coming up, it's like, guys, you have to know your basics and have to know the key terms. So yeah, really good question. Discount code Christine, it is on simplenursing.com. I don't believe there's a discount code right now. You can literally just go on and get the discount. So we made it really simple for you guys. There's no discount code. Just go on, click the link on simplenursing.com, and you guys can just go right in. Love your videos. Thank you. Blessed. Any tips for the HESI exit exam? Oh, snap. If you guys go on YouTube right now, there's a 7-minute video that shows you how to set up your study plan for your HESI and ATI exit exam. And it's only a 2 to 3 week study plan. And it's very similar to the actual NCLEX study plan. The NCLEX study plan is just a little bit longer. But really the concepts are the same. You guys know how it feels. It's the comprehensive review that really scares you, right? You don't want to lose information in the beginning of your studying and throughout. Like, how do you cram so much information? So there's 3 steps. Number 1, you're going to write down your top 3 struggled with areas. So let's just say you're taking your HESI, right? And let's say it's a comprehensive review. What you're going to do is you're going to look at your top 3 hardest topics for your comp exam. So for example, it's usually pharmacology, med surg, and something else like maternity, mental health, or something, right? Then you start there. What you're going to be doing, and what I recommend, is taking at least 60 to 75 questions a day for 5 days a week, and really just trying to find your knowledge gaps. And we have a few thousand questions that were actually written for ATI and HESI Proctor exams on our website right now. So if you guys just go in there, you can just take a look at our massive question bank, and you can just take questions from there. So once you're finding holes in your knowledge, then you take a notebook and you're writing down the rationales that we make it very detailed for you guys. And you're basically just looking at videos that you missed on topics you missed. For example, let's just say you're in pharmacology. you're really bad at cardiac and antibiotic stuff or anti-infective, right? You can literally look at our detailed rationales and then go into the videos and get the entire wrap up in like 8 or 10 minutes, and then go back into your questions, which makes it really simple. But I outlined for you this for you guys on our ATI and Exit exam study plan, and that is on YouTube. Okay. All right, Link fan. I'm sorry to ask this one more time, but the videos on the app can't be watched in landscape. Oh yes, we're actually updating the app. We're actually constantly updating the app because, man, let me tell you something. Apps are not easy to to deal with. So that's why we're always like, you know what? The desktop version, at least for videos, is probably one of the easiest things. Our software works really well with the questions and the study guides on the app as well. But yeah, it's an updating process. Just updated the purchase and renewed my membership. You're going to graduate in March, and you've been using Simple Nursing since the beginning of the nursing program, and you haven't failed a class. Woo, Boslow, fantastic. Yeah, I'm telling you guys, if you are struggling in nursing school right now and you don't know what to turn, dude, when I was in nursing school, I remember, seeing students and even myself, like, you only have 3 to 4 exams sometimes. And if you fail one of them or do really poorly, your back's against the wall and you have to score like that 85 or whatever number it is just to pass that next time. So that's why we have this 3-step study formula for students who lack in time management, who are, don't have any good study skills. And we show you guys how to get an 80% or higher on every exam you take. So one of those things in the 4-step study plan is watch the videos before you study. And we just basically highlight the book for you. And we also give you memory tricks on how to retain that information. Then a lot of students don't do this one. Number 2 is you fail to review the key terms that you've highlighted 5 to 7 times before your exam. So studies show that if you're learning something for the first time and you're going to be taking a test on it very soon, you have to understand that you have to see that information 5 to 7 times, whether that's going to be on a video, whether you're going to hear it in class, you're going to look at the book, you're going to look at a study guide, or apply it on a practice question. You need to see that information 5 to 7 times. So what happens is students will start cramming a few days before their exam because of all the care plans and clinicals and all the other crap that goes on in nursing school. And what happens is we end up dropping the ball and only studying for like a few days for our actual, exams. So that's why we set up the 4-step study formula. And if you execute it correctly with the videos, reviewing the information with the study guides as well, and then taking practice questions that we have for you guys, it's basically a 3-pronged approach. And trust me, when students use it right, I've never seen a student that has come to us and saying that they're struggling or they're borderline passing. Usually all of them are like, this is the highest grade I've ever gotten. And sometimes they're only implementing the video part and they're not implementing the study guides or the question bank, which is pretty amazing. So yeah, that's why we love to do what we do, because we help students just save time, save panic. And that's why I'm here telling you guys that 80% of our videos are not on YouTube, and that we are having this biggest sale of the year up to 45% off, which is pretty amazing. So if you guys just go to simplenursing.com and no discount codes, you just click through, you can get up to that 45% off. And we love you guys. That's why we're here doing this for you. Because we could be like every other company and just do like a Black Friday sale for one day, but we extended it for you guys for 7 days. So that's what we look forward to helping you guys. That's all. You're in Canada. You've tried several times to register, but doesn't go through. Yes, we do have a Canada platform. So if you go to simplenursing.com, actually, if you just email us at help@simplenursing.com, we can actually help you navigate. Sometimes Canada can be a little tricky. So just email us, help@simplenursing.com, if you guys are in another country. And I'll put it in here too. All right, good questions, guys. It seems like that time of the year where everyone's either stressed out about the NCLEX or their final exams coming up or the exit exams coming up. Am I right, though? Yeah, trust me, I took ATI and I didn't like it at all. Your videos helped me so much this semester. Thank you so much. Good question, Fabiola. Is it possible to prepare for the NCLEX in 1 month? You are a member. It is very possible, but I always tell students to watch out because if you're preparing for only 4 weeks, it really just depends on you. I've seen people prepare for 2 weeks, to be honest, for the NCLEX. It depends on your 660 rule, right? You have to get at least 60% or higher on your practice exams. You're taking at least 60 to 100 questions a day, and you're trying to shoot around 1,200 questions total. So, perfect example, Fabiola. If you're taking your NCLEX in 1 month, let's just say you're studying for the NCLEX. You're doing everything correctly, right? Let's just say you're doing 60 to 100 questions a day. We'll just say you're doing 75 questions a day, right? And you're reviewing the questions you missed with our detailed rationales and the videos from our membership site that's not on YouTube, and you're reviewing your knowledge. If it comes time that you're like 2 weeks into this and you're looking at like your ATT date and you're like, oh crap, I only have 2 weeks until I have to take this NCLEX, right? And now your scores are in the 50s, or your scores sometimes in the 40s, or it's barely in the 60s, or maybe it's like 60 and then 50, 50, 50, 60, 50, 50. Dude, I would not take your NCLEX. I would actually push your date back because I see students do this all the time. It's like jumping out of an airplane without with a parachute with holes in it. You don't want to risk it. So many times I hear students tell me like, "Oh, Mike, but I have a job offer. My family wants me to take my NCLEX. I'm going to be a loser if I don't take my NCLEX in a 4 weeks time." And you probably hear your classmates, they're like, "Oh, I studied for 2 weeks. I studied for 3 weeks." Guys, don't risk it. They're doing risky behavior. You're jumping out of an airplane with holes in your parachute if you don't stick to the 660 rule, which is 60% or higher, at least 1,200 questions. And if you can do that in 4 weeks, Fabiola, then fantastic. If you can't do that for your NCLEX, then I would just push your date back because I've seen a lot of students fail and I would not recommend taking it. So again, you should be getting at least 60% or higher on your daily exams or your practice exams for your NCLEX. If for some reason your exam's coming up in 2 weeks and you don't do that, then just push it back. There's no shame in that. There's only shame in trying to rush it and failing the NCLEX. Because trust me, I see so many students do this. And then they lose the job, they fail the NCLEX, and then now you have to pay more money in state fees, Pearson View Centers, and then you're in a dark spot too, because then you're wondering, hey, like, can I even pass the NCLEX? And I'm like, guys, you can pass the NCLEX. You just need to stick to the rules. Just stick to the 60% or higher rule, and you will pass the NCLEX. Now, I like to see students get into the 70 percentile range or the 65 percentile range because that even guarantees you more. It's like a 99% chance of passing. But 60% is like the bare butt minimum that you need to actually pass the NCLEX. Good questions though. Let's see. How do I register? I really want you to coach me before I face the exam. You failed several times and you don't want to fail again. So then fantastic. Maureen, if you failed several times, not saying 7 times, we help people usually when they come to us after they fail 4 times. Or my biggest one is 17-time failure. Because that particular state, you can take the NCLEX as many times as you want. You just keep on paying the fees. So once that student who failed, I believe it was 17 times, she passed on her 18th time. Once she implemented the 660 rule, she was able to pass with flying colors. It's no brainer, guys. It's just statistics. You have to get in that 60% range on every single exam you take. Now, again, I'd like to see you guys in the 70% range, and I'll show you how to do that with our videos and with our entire NCLEX study plan. And it's at simplenursing.com right now. You guys can get up to 40% off. And it's not on YouTube. The problem with a lot of these NCLEX preps out there is they push you through like a condensed course, or they push you through, or they give you a huge question bank, but no one really shows you how to set up your study time, and no one is actually hand guiding you through it. So we do the opposite. I show you exactly how to set up your study days, exactly when to know if you're ready, if you're not ready, and I show you guys all the benchmarks you should be at and how to know for certain you will pass the NCLEX, and really how to know when you're for certain not going to pass the NCLEX, because I feel like a lot of people don't tell you that either. So yeah. Let's see here. Oh man. So that's hilarious. Our cirrhosis song is on iTunes, but we don't have it on Google Play anymore. We used to be on Spotify as well, so I'm going to check into that with our team. We actually do. I have so much information to tell you. We actually did 18 new song parodies in Nashville. I recorded them. So we're doing Sweet Kidney of Mine for Sweet Child of Mine. We do the Journey song, Don't Stop Believing. We do Don't Stop Breathing. We do all the respiratory medications from steroids to albuterol. It's great. It's like the parody songs. And so we're going to be releasing that on iTunes and making music videos on that. So that's fantastic. It looks like a lot of people are taking their exit exams. Let's see here. What question bank do we recommend? I'm a little bit biased on question banks. We have a question bank at simplenursing.com /NCLEX. But I've seen a lot of students use a legitimate question bank. And you guys know the big brands, the UWorlds, the Arch Reviews, all the big, even Saunders has a good NCLEX book. Guys, the biggest thing is just hitting your key numbers. At the end of the day, most question banks are the same, but the hard part is knowing when you're ready. So many times I've seen people take the ATI green light and get green lighted to take the exit exam or their NCLEX and then fail the NCLEX miserably. And every time I tell students this and tell them to get the 660 rule, I'm like, dude, 60% on your exams and at least 1,200 questions or more. I haven't seen a student fail once. So, but I show you guys how to do this in our membership site when you're preparing for the NCLEX. So again, we are having the biggest sale of the year, 45% off for 1,000 videos, not on YouTube, and 850 study guides and a few thousand questions in our question bank that most people don't even know we have. Let's see here. All right, Bonnie, you got a 72% on Kaplan's readiness test. Is that a good thing? I don't know, because I don't know Kaplan's thing or Kaplan's readiness test. I just know that if you're taking the exams every single day, you should be getting above the 60% range. Check with Kaplan and their analytics to see if that is a good range for you to be in for them, because I believe even ATI says that you have to be in a certain range. Everyone has their own algorithm. I'm just talking about the exact day that you take your practice questions. It should be above 60%. Let's see here. Are there the 1,200 questions you mentioned for the whole review period? I don't know what you're asking, Judith, but 1,200 questions. We actually have, I believe it's closer to 2,000 questions on our NCLEX review study bank. But one thing that the other NCLEX reviews don't have, they don't have the the videos we have or even the study guides as well. Let me see here. I love that you're recording. You're a drummer? You have a home studio? Fantastic. I used to be a guitar player and a bass player, and I used to play the piano too, which is kind of cool. Let me see here. Yeah, so do we have a prep for pharmacology HESI? Yes, we do. Andy, we have over, I believe, 100 and something videos on pharmacology. Most of those videos we just give you guys for free on YouTube because we love you so much. That might change probably next semester. We're probably going to be locking down 30 to 40% of those videos. And that's why we're having this big sale for you guys for a week long, up to 45% off. But right now, I'd recommend if you're studying for pharmacology HESI, just look up the videos that we have on YouTube. Only the study guides you can't get and the practice questions. So that kind of stinks. So that's why it's a great time to do this Black Friday sale and just strike when the iron's hot and purchase one of the memberships. What do you think of Lippincott questions? Honestly, I prefer Saunders questions better. I've seen Lippincott stuff and it's okay. Mosby's and Lippincott is actually pretty good, but I prefer Saunders and NCLEX review stuff. Let's see here. Kibata, I'm trying to purchase. All right, if you guys need any help with this big sale of the year, you guys can email us at help@simplenursing.com, and we would love to help you. Okay. Can I purchase a membership from the Philippines? Yeah, actually, the Philippines is a really big up-and-comer. We just launched our entire website. We're actually converting into the Philippines currency instead of the dollar. So yes, you can purchase from the Philippines. We have a lot of members in the Philippines now, in India, in Canada, I believe in UK as well. Let me see here. I don't know if the discount applies to the monthly subscription, but you can email us at help@simplenursing.com. I just know that you can get up to 45% off right now, which again is the biggest sale of the year that we're having. Are you still a guitar player? Yes, I am. Just pick the instrument up and play. I wish I had the instrument on me right now. I'd be like, Volver. I'd probably play some Spanish songs for you guys. Nurse Mike, I love getting this. Angel, you're amazing. Nurse Mike is the only reason I understand any material much easier. If you guys are taking ABGs right now, or chest tubes, or man, what's another? Cirrhosis is another really good one. I think we just released that on YouTube a few months ago. But there's so many ones that I want to release, but we have to only release one video a week on YouTube. And so there's like 1,000 videos that we haven't released yet because they're still in the queue. Like all of pathophysiology, literally 200 videos on maternity and mother baby or OB, all of our mental health stuff on bipolar schizophrenia, and therapeutic communication is on there. And man, just so much stuff that is not on YouTube. So that's why I'm here today to tell you guys you can get up to 45% off. Biggest sale of the year for 1,000 videos not on YouTube, and 850 study guides not on YouTube. Let me see here. Do you provide live courses? We do not provide live courses right now. But what we do is we provide you guys a strategic game plan of how to prepare for your NCLEX, even if you are a repeat test taker. Trust me, we've had people come to us who failed the NCLEX 5 times before. And as I mentioned before, 17 times. Yeah. So do we do 1,200 practice questions or more when preparing for the NCLEX? Yes, you do. If you stick to the numbers, 1,200 questions or more, you're trying to get at least 60% or higher on every quiz that you take for that day, with 60 questions per day. And again, I show you guys how to do this, but it's in our membership site at simplenursing.com for the NCLEX. Just be sure to choose the NCLEX option. That's not on YouTube. Grace, is 60% rule for the assessment exams you provide? No. 60% rule is for every single day that you're studying for the NCLEX. So how a normal day would look is you choose 5 days, which I show you guys how to do this in our welcome videos, but you choose 5 days and you're taking 60 to 100 questions per day. Now, this is where it really works really well. Let's just say your NCLEX is a week from now, or 2 weeks from now, or maybe 3 weeks from now, and you're scoring in the 50s. Well, then you know you have to bring those scores up into the 60s or even 70% range to have a really good chance at passing. If you don't, there's no shame in pushing your date back. No shame at all. The only problem is if you're hitting those 50s and you're not in that 60% range and you're in that bottom range, I can almost guarantee you're going to fail the NCLEX. And so many students rip their hair out and say like, Mike, but this is my 17th time or whatever it is, 5th time or 2nd, 3rd, 4th time taking the NCLEX. I don't know what I'm doing wrong. Guys, you're not doing the 660 rule that I'm showing you. And I'm like, I can easily diagnose you. I can say, okay, well, let me just see how you study for a week. And oh, you're hitting the 50s. There it is. There's only a few times that students actually have really bad test anxiety where they're hitting their key numbers in 60% range or even 70s. And then they totally drop the ball because they needed to be accommodated because their test anxiety was so bad. But I haven't seen that a lot in the 10 years I've been doing this. So I'm a member and my first term of nursing and use your study guides a lot for pharmacology. I got an 89%. The study guides helped me a lot. Yes, fantastic. Congratulations. Guys, if you use it correctly, we can literally save your grade. That's the reason why we do what we do. And as you guys know, as Asa said, your study guide or the study guides we have just follow along the book. Follow along the video. So you can literally see an entire study guide. And I wonder if dang, it's over there. I was going to grab one for you guys. Actually, hold on. Maybe I will grab it for you guys. 1 second. All right, check it out, check it out, check it out. So these are actually our study guides right here that you can print out and spiral bound. This one's for cardiac respiratory. This one is for cardiac tamponade. We have the ABG one right here, dude. The ABG one is really cool. That actually showcases all of, this is literally the video version of the study guide version of the ABG videos, which is really nice. And it's cool because like I used to study this way in nursing school, and I used to show people how to do this on a whiteboard. And now it's really nice to actually see it come to life in picture version. And I don't know, it's pretty special for me intrinsically because I love helping students. And watch, look at this. This is the 5 EKG steps of how to interpret an EKG in 5 steps, which is kind of cool. And guys, there's 850 of these that you can download. I've seen people on Etsy charge $300 for like 200 study guides. And I'm like, what? I'm like, we can give it to you for like a $40 a month membership, or you can get 45% off right now on our Black Friday deal. Here's the delegation. Don't delegate what you can eat. Here's LPNs and LVNs, the yeses and the nos, and even CNAs, UAPs. We have an acronym for vapor, which is kind of cool. Oh man, this is so exciting. I love this stuff. It's fun, man. Oh, this is SI ADH and DI, which is pretty exciting. Woohoo. So again, if you guys have watched any of our videos, this is literally a study guide version of our videos, which is really cool. And again, it's all at simplenursing.com right now, up to 45% off for our Black Friday event. And we're doing this because we love you guys, honestly. I know how stressful it was for me to be in nursing school. And oh my gosh, yes. By any chance, do you guys have skills videos? That is another huge one that we don't even have on YouTube right now. We literally have 20 plus skills videos that go from head to toe, NG tube, IV, Foley, enema stuff, and all the skills, really, even vital signs. And we break all that, even how to give a report that's not on YouTube right now. And that's why I'm telling you guys that it's a pretty good time to become a member. Because again, we can only have a 1-day sale and just being like, forget you guys, but we extended it to 7 days. So that's why I'm saying that yesterday was the big kickoff, and it lasts until next Tuesday at midnight. So what are your thoughts on the NCLEX Next Gen? Oh man, we've talked about this so much, and I'm glad you're chiming in once again. I will talk about that real quick, but the NCLEX Next Gen, I wish you had more neuro and trauma on the website. We actually have an entire neuro course with about, I think, 20 videos on neuro stuff, which is really interesting. We have increased ICP. We have all of the neurocognitive stuff from like, what was that, multiple sclerosis to myasthenia gravis to Parkinson's disease, which is awesome. Let's see here. I watched your videos only for complex health challenges, and you're standing at an 89%. Woo! Canadian nursing program is hard, dude, but you're doing fantastic. I'm glad our videos have helped and our study guides as well. Let's see here. You're from the Philippines and you're subscribed to Simple Nursing. You passed your NCLEX in 75 questions in 1 hour. Oh my gosh, that's fantastic. I watched all the med-surg and pharmacology videos, and I was getting 60 to 70% on her test before taking the NCLEX. Fantastic. 20 nurse. Oh my gosh, that's great. I love your ABGs. It's the best. Thank you so much. The study guides are great. Thank you so much. We really worked hard on these study guides. And again, you can't get them anywhere else, at least the med-surg ones, other than our website right now. And so it's pretty special. You guys are actually, it's really amazing. Let me see here. Yeah, so good questions. Jet, sell it to us, Mike. You guys can buy it right now. We have a $40 a month program. You can get to 45% off. A lot of the other memberships. Let's see. Is that how the study guide comes? Yeah. So the study guides, you can download them and then spiral bound them. So we don't ship anything right now, or else it would cost a few $100s. That's probably why the ones on Etsy, they ship it to you and charge so much money. It's like $200-300. It's It's like as much as a textbook, right? But again, you can just download the ones you need for your particular class and then put some hole punches in it. Literally, I went to FedEx Office or Staples or Office Depot, Office Max, and I think just a spiral bound it was like I think like less than $20, which is kind of cool. How often to renew the membership and NCLEX membership? June, that really just depends on you. You can just renew it as much as you need it, to be honest. That's why I always tell students it's a good insurance policy just to make sure you won't fail anything. Does Simple Nursing provide rationales in the question bank? Yes, it does. So we provide detailed rationales in our question banks. The NCLEX one provides video rationales where we actually break down in 60 seconds the question for you, and we show you how to get to the right option. So many times students fail the NCLEX for 3 reasons. Either the big one that we've been talking about a lot, you're not hitting your key numbers. Or number 2, one of the other big ones is that you just don't know how to take a test. You just don't know how to actually get those key words out of the question itself and apply that in a select all that apply question or the options. So we show you guys how to do that in our video rationales. And trust me, I had to do over 3,000 videos for you guys in in the springtime, and I just did another 700 last week at our production studio in Vegas, and that was a lot. So trust me, we had a lot of work to do the the video rationales, the video, what am I saying? Yeah, video rationales, basically breaking down every single question in our NCLEX question bank, which is pretty amazing. How many questions on the NCLEX PN? I believe the same amount. The only thing that's really different between LPNs and RNs, or LVNs and RNs, is the delegation and prioritization. Actually, the prioritization is pretty similar, but when we actually dissected it from question to question bank, it was like delegation was the big thing, right? Mike, you are so fine. Well, thank you, Jody. I appreciate that. You know, just try to take care of my body, you know. I'm just kidding. Would you recommend start doing NCLEX questions? What? Would you recommend start doing NCLEX questions? I'm going to level 3 in the spring. I don't know what level 3 means, but I think it's higher than level 2, so possibly. I don't know what you mean by level 3, Corey, or Comrie. But next question here. Can you make a video on dosage calculation? Oh my gosh, dude, I totally forgot. Okay, dosage calculations and MedMath. We just released 40 new videos on that. And I wish I can show you guys. They're so amazing. That's all animated. There's an animated video, like cartoon version of me talking to you guys. We do 20 questions on all the big ones, right? Formula method, IV drip rates, the conversions, and a few other, even, what was it? Pediatrics? Yeah, pediatrics. But it's not on YouTube right now. And so no one knows this. And they're just like, oh, you only have a few hundred videos on YouTube. But no one knows that we have thousands of videos that are not on YouTube. And also the study guides that look like this. And that's why we're here to say that our Black Friday sale started yesterday for everyone tuning in. And it ends next week on Tuesday at midnight. So yeah, it's pretty exciting. I just tested in 13 days. What is your advice? I watched all your videos and I feel ready. If you got, if you guys are taking your NCLEX or your exit exam in 13 days, like Pamela, you have to make sure you're doing the 660 rule. Pamela, if you're getting in the 50s a few weeks before your NCLEX date, 13 days before your NCLEX date, if you're getting in that 50 range, or anything below 60%, I would not take your NCLEX. I would push it back. So that's the biggest recommendation. There's no shame in pushing your back. Oh man, Natasha is like, do you do TEAS exam, TEAS exam, TEAS exam? There she is again, do I do TEAS exam? We don't. I'm sorry. We don't offer coaching, but we do offer a TEAS prep right now. So if you go to simplenursing.com, our website, you can literally just scroll through the resources and see that we do offer the TEAS help. So you just click the top little area and go to resources, and it's the second one on the list. It's called TEAS Prep. So we not only do TEAS Prep, we also do HESI A2 Prep, which is pretty awesome. So Natasha, there you go. You're taking your exit exam in 2 weeks. ATI based. Super nervous. Oh man. As long as you, for Aisha, as long as you watch our exit exam prep, it'll show you how to set up your study guide for you and your study calendar. And that's on YouTube right now. It's called HESI ATI Exit Exam Prep. I just want to let you know, my first semester, I was in the low 60s and 70s. I began to implement simplenursing.com. And now I have 80s and 90% on my nursing exams. And you graduate in May. Leslie, this is the reason why we do it. This is the reason I make videos. I just don't make videos to put them on YouTube and just be like, hey, we make videos to help students pass. That's what we do. And we make these study guides because it's a part of our 3-step study formula, because we want you guys to look at the key terms that are tested time and time and time again. And trust me, we've dissected, oh, look at this one, look at this one. This is pretty cool. We dissected over 10,000 NCLEX style questions to bring to you only the top tested information and put that in a digestible format for you guys, kind of like this one, our cardiac tamponade, which is pretty cool. I just like the colors and I like the pictures. And let me see another one. Oh man, that one's a pretty interesting one. Oh, ventilator settings are really good. We have a vent settings study guide, which is awesome. So it's pretty amazing. So yeah, guys, that's why I'm here live to answer your questions, to show you the things that people think we don't know, or the things that people don't know we have. And these study guides are amazing. They help a lot of students pass. And trust me, it's a lot cheaper than what's on Etsy right now. And you guys can go and get up to 45% off for our big week-long sale for Black Friday, which is pretty awesome. Oh, wait, someone's asking to see it again. Okay. So yeah, this is our ventilator setting study guide that follows along the video. So let's just say you don't have time to watch the videos or something like that. You can literally just take it on the go and just review just like you would on the videos. So this is, oh man, this is a really good one. Look at this one. This is the developmental milestones for kids, for pediatrics. Dude, all of our pediatric videos are not even on YouTube right now. We have like 1,000 videos and not on YouTube, and maternity and pediatrics is one of the series. And it shows you all of it like in a, I wouldn't say a textbook format, but I would say a study guide format, because textbooks are just so long and just so detailed. They don't tell you what's going to be on the test. So we literally dissected 5 different question banks to show you exactly what's going to be on the test. We put it in a video, we put it in a study guide, and then we put it in a question bank. If you want to buy the study guides, you can go to simplenursing.com right now. We're having up to 45% off for Black Friday for the entire week, which is cool. Truth, same thing. How do you purchase the book you're showing us? You can go to simplenursing.com once again and just check out what we're offering. You guys can download whatever study guides you want out of 850 study guides that we have. Maya, if you struggled content-wise in med-surg and don't know the topic really well, do you think your videos, oh man, this is the reason why we make the videos, Maya. If you're a struggling student, borderline passing, there's a 3 to 4 step study formula that we have at Simple Nursing that actually saves grades. If you actually just thumb through some of the comments, you'll see people who are failing started watching our videos, started using our resources in the systematic way we show you, and they've saved their grade. So many times I see students tell me like, Mike, I failed, but I couldn't afford a membership. I'm like, well, how much is it to take your class again? Oh, it's a few $1,000s. Well, wouldn't you rather spend a few $100s? Like sometimes you actually spend $300 to $400 on a textbook that you don't even use, and it's not even going to save your grade. And so many times I'm like, I'm like, dude, you could have bought like for a few $100 like a 2-year membership, and it could have saved your grade and your sanity, and you would use the crap out of it for the NCLEX. So I'm like, dude, I don't know. It's a no-brainer for me at least. But and the best part about this too, if you guys are still on the fence, you can join the free trial right now and see the stuff that's not on YouTube and all we have to offer. And then basically join our 45% off weekly sale right now. So there's basically no pressure. And we're honestly doing this because we want to help as many students as we can. If we didn't, we'd have for like a 1-day sale or a 2-day sale, like most companies, and be like, all right, whatever. But again, it's 7 days for up to 45% off for 1,000 videos not on YouTube and 850 study guides that are not on YouTube as well. So this is one of our psychiatric medication drugs, which is pretty cool. Tamila, hey. Megan, that's not awesome. You look old here. Okay, thanks. It's the lighting. I think it's the lighting. This is our lower respiratory drug study guide, and these are the top 3 NCLEX questions that people miss on the NCLEX. And that's based on stats that we take from our question banks to see what students are missing the most. So yeah, you guys are pretty funny in the comments. Here are the TB drugs, which a lot of students struggle with, and we actually make an acronym and put all the things that we include in our video for what you need to know on your exams, which is kind of cool. Leslie, you don't even use, no one really uses textbooks. Raise your hand if you've actually bought a textbook in nursing school and never used it. You literally wasted a few $100s when you could have bought a membership from us and got all the videos not on YouTube. You could have got 850 study guides not on YouTube and an entire question bank with stats involved not on YouTube, just for the same exact price that you bought a textbook that you're not going to use. And that's why we're saying, like, right now is probably one of the best times of the year to buy, because we have our biggest sale of the year. Again, 45% off, and it lasts until next Tuesday. So here's one on heart failure, right? It's pretty cool because we give you like a little picture of the heart. This is right-sided heart failure that rocks the body. Left-sided, you have to think L for lungs. And then we give you all the memory tricks, right? So hope, head of the bed is up, oxygen, push furosemide, and then end all the sodium and fluids, which is pretty amazing. All right, I see a lot of hands, Lisbeth and Annie and Zuli. And yeah, so many times you guys, you buy a textbook in nursing school and then you end up using it as a door stopper because, so your teacher sometimes doesn't even, focus on the textbook. So you waste 3 to 5 or 10, 12 hours of your time and your sanity by focusing on things that won't even be tested on, right? And so many times I have students that tell me, like, why do you think you know what's going to be on the exam? Because, guys, every single nursing school in the entire nation is trying to do one thing. They're trying to get you to pass the NCLEX. That's all they want. That's why they do ATI. That's why they do HESI, because that identifies the weakest students. And if you're a weak student that's failing ATI and HESI, they're going to kick you out of their program before you fail the NCLEX and give their school a bad name. That's the reason why they're doing this stuff. And so what we did, instead of focusing on students that were failing and kicking them out, what we did, we're like, hey, what are students needing the help with the most? So we hired a team of educators that tore apart the big question banks that are preparing students for the NCLEX. And we're like, out of 10,000 questions, what are all these question banks saying about a particular topic? For example, let's say myocardial infarctions. What are they saying about the drugs? Where are the questions coming from? What are the need to knows versus the not need to knows? And trust me, there's a lot of videos on YouTube right now, but they're not doing a scientific based approach that we're doing. And that's why I'm saying, like, the videos and the keywords that you see here is evidence based. We are actually taking them from the big question banks like HESI, ATI, Saunders, and a few others. And even Kaplan. So the content you see here is from those question banks based on NCLEX standards. And that is the reason why we're doing what we do. So it's not just another YouTube video that says, oh, this is for the NCLEX, just because NCLEX is a good keyword to type into, YouTube, and their video is going to pop up. This is literally for the NCLEX based on NCLEX questions. So Yolance, if you want the book, she says she wants it. You guys can go to simplenursing.com. You can download, these are digital downloads, and then you can just simply go to Office Max or wherever. You can put hole punches and make your own, and you can have it all. 850 of these. I've seen a lot of people on Etsy selling them for a few $100s for like 200. I'm like, dude, you can get 850 for all your courses right now for like less than half that cost. So it's pretty amazing deal. And so, yeah, you're learning antihypertensive drugs. So hard to understand. Dude, I know. So that's why we're saying for the antihypertensive drugs, it's really simple to understand. It's the A, B, C's, and D's. ACE inhibitors and ARBs, beta blockers, calcium channel blockers, diuretics, dilators like nitro, and even digoxin. So if you just literally watch one video or review one study guide, you can have everything solidified in your brain. This is why I'm telling students, don't look at your book first. Don't look at your book first. If you look at your book first, you're going to be lost in the woods for like 3 to 5 hours, right? And that's how you waste time studying. So if you want to decrease your study time by 60%, you literally just click the video. We put a memory trick for you plus the top tested information in one spot. Then we highlight the book for you. Then when it's time to look at the PowerPoints, when it's time to look at your book, you're not lost in the sauce. You actually know exactly where to study and you've seen the key terms. So that's how we're decreasing your stress and decreasing your study time. That is the reason why. So really good questions. My friend used their services for Simplenursing and passed their NCLEX today. Andrea, fantastic. I love it. You just failed fundamentals. I'm so sorry, Maria. We have an updated fundamentals course that's not on YouTube. It's like 100 and something videos. And in there, we include the HIPAA stuff, the legal stuff, basically everything that you're going to learn in fundamentals. So listen, a lot of people fail nursing school because no one really teaches you the right way. And so it's okay. It happens a lot. It happens a lot, honestly, to the best nurses. Even my charge nurse that used to work in the ER, she failed her NCLEX and even failed a few, I believe 1 or 2 classes throughout nursing school. It doesn't define you. What defines you is if you don't go back and try again and figure out a better way to study. So let's see here. Yeah, I know. Judith, nursing schools try to trick you into buying textbooks that you don't need and you use it as a doorstopper. And it's so dumb, right? Maria, if you're taking pharmacology next, oh my gosh, we have a pharmacology mastery course that it's probably some of my best work I've ever done. I love pharmacology. And again, we dissect all the top question banks, Kaplan, HESI, ATI, Saunders, and we show you exactly the information you need to know for your NCLEX, for your nursing exams, so you don't have to be lost in your book. You literally, the content you see here on our study guides and the videos is the content you need to pass. So yeah. Hey, Mike, how are you? I'm doing actually good, Wilbert. I'm a member, and yes, it's true. Lots of learning from Simplenursing. Even our theory instructor, wow, your instructor shows us your YouTube videos, and she's always saying, my boy Mike, thank you so much. I appreciate that. I love doing this, guys. This is one of my passions. I'm studying for the NCLEX right now, and I love your content. I wish I have gotten your study material while I was in nursing. Dude, so many times people actually tell me that. So many times they come to the end of their program and they're like, Mike, I wish I got your program sooner. Where were you at when I was in this class? Where were you at when I was failing pharmacology? I'm right here in front of you. And even your classmates are probably telling you, look at this guy on YouTube. If you're failing, here's a life jacket, you know? So if you guys are failing or borderline passing or just really scared, again, watch the videos before you study, follow our study formula, and you're going to do a whole lot better. We've been doing this for 10 years. We have the stats to prove it. Does your program include content and quiz? Yes. So again, really good questions. We have 1,000 videos that are not on YouTube, and that includes fundamentals videos, med calculation, dosage calculation videos, pathophysiology, maternity videos, mental health, and I believe half of our med surge and I think I said pathophysiology videos as well. And even skills videos, all our clinical skills videos, over 20 something of them, how to give report, IV, Foley catheter, head to toe assessment. It's not on YouTube right now. And so it includes the videos, the study guides that look like this, and it also includes the question bank. And again, you guys can get 45% off, biggest sale of the year. And yes, the next question I see, we only have 6 more days for the sale. Yes, we do a week long for you guys because we love you so much. And it is next Tuesday at midnight that the sale ends. You're an angel saving me in pharmacology. Honestly, is it Najima? Najima. Honestly, I love pharmacology. That was one of the biggest courses that was the most difficult for me to come up with memory tricks and really take apart all those questions and really unpack them. But man, those videos were amazing, and I think that the what was it? The animation came along really, really well. MedSurge 2 sucks big time, and you're remediating and hope you pass. Honestly, you don't have to hope you pass. Silk Fun, if you watch the videos, if you simply just do one thing out of the 3 things that we recommend, just do one and just watch the videos before you start studying into the textbook or the PowerPoints or go to class, I can almost guarantee you that you're going to have better retention in your mind. You're going to have an 80% or higher on every exam if you actually implement all 3 of those. But even if you just do one, you're going to be 60% less study time. That's the reason why we designed our program to be what it is today. Okay, a few more questions, guys. We're using UWorld and it's very complicated. I know. There's a lot of question banks out there that are complicated. UWorld being one of them, Arch Review. That's why we try to design a program that helps students. We include the video rationales that actually breaks down the question for you, plus a huge, big old meatloaf, deep dish type of rationale, similar to what UWorld does. But, I think one of our biggest things is we do video rationales, and we have videos that help solidify your knowledge. So let's just say you're taking an SI ADH question, like Nancy's saying, SI, ADH, and DI, right? And let's just say you totally bomb that question. Well, then you can literally just go up, either look at one of our study guides or go into one of the videos that we have and get all that information that you need in like that 10-minute time frame. So I think that's one of the hardest parts about all these other question banks is that they don't give you the full resources that we do. Because trust me, I was in nursing school. I'm a nursing professor now. I got my master's degree now and I can teach at a college. But that's the hardest part is like some of these big box companies, they don't know what nursing students actually go through. And so it was created by a nurse for nurses and for nursing students. And that's the reason why we do what we do. Because trust me, it's hard to understand what nursing students go through if you haven't been in their shoes, right? Your site is helping me so much in my mental health course. Mark, fantastic. I love it. Yeah, we've updated all the mental health stuff that's not on YouTube right now. Diana, best app, worth every penny. You guys are just so much loving here. How much did I pay you to get on here? I'm just kidding. What do you guys want from me? You guys are being so awesome. You have a membership already. I want the handbook if possible. Actually, if you have a membership, you can literally go in and download any study guide out of the 850 that we've done. And you can just punch hole it or spiral bound it, and you have the handbook ready. So it's kind of cool. You don't need to carry around all these unneeded study guides. You can literally go in like a buffet and pick and choose what you want to download and what you need. For example, this is our hypertension study guide, which is kind of cool. It breaks down all your pharmacology and shows you all the hypertension from hypertension crisis all the way down to first degree, second degree, all the way through. And again, these are on the website that's not on YouTube. 850 of them, 45% off, up to 45% off for the sale. And again, our sale lasts all week because we love you guys and we want to help you guys out. So if you want in on it, go to simplenursing.com. There's no coupon code. We have literally made it one-click simple, and you guys can click there and do it. Yeah. Do you have a critical care material? Yes, we do an entire critical care segment in MedSurge, and we show CPR. We even show pediatric CPR. I do blood transfusion stuff, and we even do a lot of trauma. What's it called? It's basically advanced MedSurge is what it is. It's like critical care stuff. So we do all the vasopressors, EKGs, ECGs, and all this stuff. ABGs, LMNOPs. Excuse me. Please answer my question. Can I have a printed copy of the study like you have done or you're showing? Yes. Good question. Reza, we do not ship We don't ship these because if we did ship these, it would be over $100, I believe, because the printing materials, the shipping costs, the binding. So that's why we're telling you guys so many times you can get an entire book like this that's not customized to you. We don't ship these, but you can download them and put a hole punch or go to your local print shop and only get the information that you need in a personalized study plan for you. That is what I recommend. Uh, you have a membership, but downloading them is tiring. I totally understand. But yeah, that's the only reason is that we've asked students before, and we're like, dude, the cost on it is a lot. Is all your package come with the study guide? Yes, all the memberships come with the study guides. Sarifa, the handbook itself that you're seeing right here is inside the membership itself. So again, you can get 850 study guides in the membership itself, and you can download them. We don't ship these because it would just cost a lot of money to actually ship these. So you can download 850 of them inside of the membership site, and along with thousands of videos that's not on YouTube for our seasonal big sale here. So let's see here. Let's see. All right, guys, I have to get off because my mama's calling me for dinner time. And it's been so amazing. I can answer a few more questions. Let's see. Where was there a class in nursing school you just didn't enjoy or not as interested in? Yeah, so for me, I did not like maternity stuff. That was the hardest course for me. Not because it was like not interesting. It's because like it was mostly they didn't want me in any of their clinical rooms. Like no one wants a male nursing student, right? Like especially when you're giving birth. One of my favorite courses was the diabetes. And so we just literally did an 18-song album where we're doing parodies once again on our new iTunes album that's coming out. It's so hilarious. You guys remember Blurred Lines? Remember with Robin Thicke? Blurred Lines. Do 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 do. Remember that? So apparently we did insulin peak times. Oh man, it's so fun, dude. And we do all the insulin therapies. And I'm just showing you this one because diabetes came up. And oh man, it's so good. And then we do super freak, the super freaking yow. We do that with heparin, Coumadin. They're anticoags. Wow. We even do hotel cardiac, which is great. Oh man, so much stuff coming in the pipeline for you guys. One last question, Chase, how much is it? This entire book little thing, there's 850 of them. I don't think I even printed out more than like probably 100 maybe. There's like 8 times this. And you guys can download them at simplenursing.com for 45% off, up to 45% off. Our biggest sale of the year. And again, over 1,000 videos not on YouTube with amazing study guides like these that you can print off at your house. I just chose to spiral bound it at Staples or Office Depot, and yeah, you can just pick and choose which ones you want. Let's see here. All right, a few more questions, and then I'm gone. My mom's already calling me. Oh snap! You passed the NCLEX using our system. Congratulations. Oh man, so much is changing on the NCLEX next year. I already included that majority of it at the beginning of this live, so I'm going to post this, and you guys can watch that as well. If you don't like maternity, you can start liking it by watching our videos before you study. And actually, I have a really good time making the videos. It's pretty cool. I do like a little mommy baby thing, and we have like little characters that we're using, so it's awesome. All right, guys, I am almost out of here. How do you download the diabetes study guide? Easy. You can go to simplenursing.com, get a membership, and you can download 850 of these anytime you want, and just pick and choose which ones you want. And it's pretty amazing. You can print them out. Man, Muriel, you missed a lot, girlfriend, but I can wrap it up for you. So, number one, we have 1,000 videos not on YouTube. This includes patho, maternity, fundamentals, skills, health assessment course that's dropping soon, medication calculation. All these videos are not on YouTube. 850 study guides that are not on YouTube, and 1,000 questions or a few thousand questions in our quiz bank at Simple Nursing. The reason we're doing this is because, again, Marielle, since you're late, we have a three-pronged approach to passing nursing school. And if you watch the videos before you study and review the information 5 to 7 times and then take practice questions, you can pass nursing school. And trust me, this is why we do what we do. So again, guys, happy Thanksgiving. Don't forget, 45% off lasts until Tuesday. If your class doesn't know, and if they were talking about us and didn't get on this live, just let them know that this is the biggest sale that we have in the year, up to 45% off. All right, guys, happy Thanksgiving. We'll be back live early next week, just to remind you guys again, and do a lot more Q&As. I think this is a lot of fun. So thanks, guys. Peace out.